Hello, and welcome to a very special video version of Execute Chapter 66. We are a Star Wars fiction podcast, and we cover all manner of Star Wars fiction, including legends and canon and beyond. And this week, because we were not able to get together for a family Thanksgiving, we decided we would share our Thanksgiving with our friends here at the American Sci-Fi Classics Track and have a virtual Thanksgiving potluck with you guys. Of course, with me as always are Chad Shonk and Ryan Schweck. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Good evening.
All right, so let's start off by what did you guys bring to drink?
Oh, for our Thanksgiving potluck? Okay,
For
Ryan, what did you bring
Thanksgiving
to drink
potluck.
first?
What are we drinking?
What did you bring to drink?
I'm going to start off with a good Wookiee Pirate Brew.
What is that?
The Wookiee Pirate Brew is a fine green drink that they're pretty non-specific about that apparently gets you real drunk real fast. Even works on a Jedi.
Nice.
Nice. I'm going to bring two choices. One, for those who can handle it, I'm going to bring some Thalassiren straight from the teat Octo green milk. It's nice and frothy. It gets in your beard. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. But for those who are lactose intolerant, may I recommend some very clean evaporated water from Tatooine. Very sharp. It may just taste like water, but if you're on Tatooine, water tastes like champagne.
If you go to Trader's Remorse, you can get the best evaporated water.
We should say we didn't. I wish I had the Galaxy's Edge cookbook in front of me, but I don't have one, so bring it. So Beth, what are we drinking for our Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, I've gotten a head start on some Andoan wine from my Aqualish friends, and enjoyed by a character, Thane Kyrell, in one of our upcoming book discussions, Lost Stars.
Very nice.
All right. Nice. So on to appetizers. Chad, what did you bring for an appetizer?
What I love about
today?
Thanksgiving, it's like right in between Halloween and Life Day. It's lovely. For an appetizer, I would like a nice. I have brought a nice aquarium full of Klatooian patty frogs. These are meant to be eaten live and squirmy. They are a favorite of Hutts everywhere, and we all know the Hutts have great taste. And you just kind of grab one and scarf them down. They're pretty good.
Nice
little frogs.
Schweck, what about you? What have you got for an appetizer?
So mine is a relatively new one. We're going to pull the pipe down from the ceiling and enjoy some Mon Cala squid chowder. Because nothing sounds more delicious than chowder from a hose in the ceiling. It also has a live creature in it that will try to suck your face.
Chowder that tries to eat you back.
Yeah.
It's very disturbing on so many levels, because not only is there a hose of soup, but that hose funnels down living creatures into your bowl.
I mean, if I could get like a hose in my house of like Dinty Moore, I'd be anytime.
Yeah. Beth, what's your appetizer? What did you bring in a casserole dish for us?
I have brought Anakin's floating pear.
A romantic appetizer. Because
there's nothing more appetizing and more romantic than literally being force-fed your food.
With a force-fed with a capital F. Yeah.
I think if I had a
force-fed,
I'd be doing like a no.
Yeah.
And that is one of the so many reasons she fell in love with him.
Yes. Lovely to have a nice kiwi fed to you by a sociopathic moody Jedi.
Absolutely.
That's good stuff. Of course, any Thanksgiving meal is not complete without the meat, the main course. Ryan, what roast beast have you brought to the table?
I had to decide between two, but I think I am going to go with the roast pork. I don't care.
You're a monster.
Whatever. Did you see how good that looked? Like when Chewbacca was cooking it up?
It did look real good.
Yeah, and that little sad port looking up, I'd just go ahead and grab him and throw him on next, because everybody knows you do two. One to eat then and one for leftovers.
Cornish game pork.
Yeah. That's why they're on the Millennium Falcon when they leave, because he's planning on having seconds.
He's got to take some snacks.
Exactly.
Yep. I've decided my delicacy for the evening, it may be a little too much for people, is Endor made stormtrooper tenderloin, baked in white plasticoid armor, served on a half shell, and it tastes like victory. But Ewoks, I mean, where else did the stormtroopers go? We know where the stormtroopers went. So, yeah.
In their belly. Some
nice roasted stormtrooper for you to celebrate your victory over, let's say, a despotic, fascistic Sith Lord. You know. So, how about you, Beth? What's your main course?
I picked deep fried Nuna legs from...
I was reading about those.
So they're from the Clone Wars cartoon.
Yeah.
And immediately after almost being assassinated by assassin droids, the pacifist system leaders have dinner with Satine. Even though they all almost died, they bring out this big plate of what looks like deep fried turkey legs, but in fact, they are deep fried Nuna legs. And if Orn Frita's reaction is anything to go by, they're delicious. But also, Orn Frita looks like he thinks everything is delicious. He's a big guy.
I had them down as a side, but I guess they probably are a little more hearty.
I mean, a roast turkey leg, that's a pretty big damn meal.
Yeah. Or it's a day at the Ren Fair.
Yeah. It looked like the main course to me.
What do you stuff like, because the other thing I thought about was again, going on recent things, The Mandalorian is like a big, slab of crate dragon meat. Because apparently the Tuscans love it. And I think even The Mandalorian cooked up some. So, I don't know. What do you stuff it with, though, in Star Wars? I don't know. Do they have stuffing? I don't know.
You would have to stuff it with something.
I mean, you can go the turducken route and take take a crate dragon, put a bantha steak in it,
right,
and then put a Quavian space monkey in it.
Yeah, wrap it in nerf, and nerf steak. You know? People don't know nerfs. We all know people herd nerfs, but what do you do with those herded nerfs? You eat them.
Yeah.
Well, you put a porg inside one, and then you shove the Nuna leg in there.
So I was also going to recommend Alderaanian nerf steak, but that's very expensive due to scarcity. It's hard to find Alderaanian nerfs these days. All right. So then, of course, you have to have your sides, your fixins. My first thought was you got to have your rolls, and so my first thing I brought was fast growing bread portion for each of us, of course, from The Force Awakens. Probably not as good as Mom's homemade rolls, but a lot faster, and no chance of burning them.
And depending on how much you like your family members, you can pass out half portion,
right?
3/4 portion,
right. You know, racist uncle gets a quarter portion,
right.
So, do you guys bring anything? Green bean casserole or something like that?
I couldn't find a whole lot that looked like a side to me. I don't even know for sure what it is, but it sounded like mashed choke root. Would be something equivalent to Earth mashed potatoes. Family on Seleucami is eating it in Aftermath, and it sounded like they were having that as their side with their meal. So I just figured, yeah, sure, mashed choke root. Don't know what it is. But I don't know what I don't know what a Nuna is either. So
I know what a Nuna is. It's a little animal.
Yeah.
We've seen Nunas before.
Those legs look huge.
Actually, I don't even think they're that little, are they? I don't remember.
Anyway, that's all I brought. Sorry.
Okay.
Nice. I'm going to go with the Lothal Classic Jogan fruit. Which, do y'all remember the fun Jogan fruit that's blue? Because blue food is always weird. No food. It shouldn't be blue.
You know, bantha
They're
milk
making
is
it
blue.
outer spacey.
Yeah, it's outer spacey.
Yeah.
Just make
It's
it
outer
green, just make it
spacey.
blue. Whatever. And then for dessert, I couldn't really come up with anything sweet, but you always have to have a nice wine with dessert. So I brought some Carillion brandy. Carillion brandy has been around for a very long time. It's a nice after dinner drink. I believe Timothy Zahn created it in the original Heir to the Empire series, but it's been around. It's kind of the most known liquor from the land of Corellia, and it's kind of sweet little after dinner wine.
So for my dessert, I went with old Kanan Jarrah's favorite, space waffles with mojo sauce.
I do not remember that at all.
You don't remember
I
that?
have
I
no memory
don't.
of that.
I don't.
Because it's, you get lovely names in Star Wars, and then they had space waffles. I would like to try this.
Well, they sound so exotic.
Yeah. I don't know what makes a waffle different in space. Something must. They were also triangles. Very mysterious.
Very mysterious. The Lego Star Wars games also gave you the Wookiee cookie,
Yeah.
which is something.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
I don't know what it tastes like. I hope it doesn't taste like Wookiee. I guess I'm guessing it's more like a Scooby snack.
Yeah, I don't think Wookiee would be good. I bet Wookiee's real gamey.
Yeah.
They're thin.
Yeah.
I feel like they do a lot of exercise. They would be gamey.
There's
They'd
got to be a
stringy.
couple kind of pudgy Wookiees out there. Like,
Yeah.
I think they'd rip your arms off before you could kill and
but
eat
in like
them,
the
though.
higher. Oh yeah, no, you're not going to eat a Wookiee. No, they're too busy shoving their face full of porg.
Yeah, some like fat Wookiee that can't get up in the trees.
Or got up there and has never been able to get back down.
Yeah.
Been sitting up there forever. Yeah.
Maybe Lumpy is not even really his name. That's what they called him when he was little, so to humiliate him.
Pudgy little Wookiee running around. Beth, did you bring anything sweet for dessert?
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what they are, but Princess Leia gets something called buttersweet puffs from Ransom Casterfo in the book Bloodline.
Mm.
And she seems to be very excited by the sight of them, and they seem to be some sort of pastry, but she relishes them in such a nicely descriptive way that I don't know what it is.
Like a
but if
George
it's
R. R. Martin kind of way?
Not that bad.
Okay, all right.
But they sound like sweet pastry, something that I want to have.
With Ranson involved, there's probably some sort of roofie also involved.
Yeah, don't trust that guy. Do not trust that guy. No, it sounds like a pretty good Thanksgiving meal, I think.
Yeah.
But food in Star Wars is always, in any kind of world like this, they don't show people eating that much. Like it's more references here and there. Everyone knows blue milk, and I almost put down chilled monkey brains, but I realized that was a crossover. Couldn't do the chilled monkey brains. That doesn't quite count. But and it might be racist. I haven't figured. Is that racist now?
It seems like it is, but I'm not sure.
That scene in Temple of Doom that creeped us all out as a kid. Is that
Really,
considered
all
racist now?
of Temple of Doom.
Is all of Temple of Doom
It's
racist
all
now?
pretty racist,
I mean,
yeah.
it was already an angry movie. It's
Yeah.
George Lucas going through a really nasty divorce and taking it out on film. But yeah, I'm guessing the chill monkey brains are probably pretty racist. I like your
Fairly
idea
racist.
I like your idea of monkey lizard. Oh, that's got to be stringy though.
They're
You
real
know.
scrawny, but I think I would hate eat one. I would like just angry eat it because they're so freaking annoying.
Yeah, job. What was that thing? What was the thing Jar Jar was trying to snag when they were in the market?
The hanging down.
Yeah.
It looked like some kind of frog thing.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, might be another patty frog. I don't know. Maybe they're very.
There's a lot of frogs in
Tasty.
Star Wars.
Do you think Gungans are a red meat or a fish?
Like, can a pescatarian eat a Gungan?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess they're more. What are they? Would you consider them lizard-like, amphibious? I don't even know what a Gungan is. Like,
I mean, they swim.
They swim like frogs, though.
yeah, they seem mammalian though,
Yeah.
or amphibious at the very least.
Uh-huh.
We eat frogs, so. I mean, I don't eat
Well,
frogs.
even if we don't, a whole lot of things in Star Wars do.
Yes, well, yeah, but we're talking, food for civilized folks sitting around having a celebrating the first meal between the moisture farmers and the Tuscans, like we do on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
And because it's Star Wars, there's going to be lots of parent family issues.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So many daddy issues.
There will be many arguments with your father.
Yep.
Because that's Star Wars. You probably got an evil uncle somewhere around there too. But so that's our Thanksgiving, our Star Wars Thanksgiving potluck. I don't recommend eating any of this. I don't recommend any of this. So, but please check out our podcast. Beth, why don't you pitch our podcast?
I am still unclear as to whether or not you can find us on needlessthingspodcast.com.
Not currently. Not currently.
But I do know that we are part of the Needless Things network or family, and that you can find us on Stitcher and iTunes and all those other places where you get your podcasts.
All your podcasting platforms.
All your podcasting needs. And if you're a part of the Facebook family on Facebook, I don't know why I blanked on the word Facebook when I had already said it once.
That platform that's undermining our democracy, that thing. Yeah.
If you're a part of the Facebook family on Needless Things, you can also find us there.
Hey, Beth, it's really helpful to help find it? The name of the podcast.
She said it at the beginning. I think.
Look, if you guys can't remember 15 minutes later, it's not my fault.
I would be very excited by chowder coming out of a ceiling, right then thinking about it.
Okay, I'm very sorry.
When it jumped out of his face.
We are the Execute Chapter 66 podcast, where we cover Star Wars fiction.
Oh, and spoilers, by the way, for The Mandalorian.
Canon, legends, beyond, and lots of spoilers.
Yep. All right. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving.
Happy life today.
Happy life.